making death dolls, however, at the cost of a few civilian lives. With the death of the civilians, the elites of the kingdom brought you forth to the king himself so he could judge you all and pass judgment. However, only finding the only two to be guilty were your comrades Yanya and Yuna, and thus taken into custody. Afterwards, you were given the opportunity to head back to Dareen so you could give your news to the king and queen there. On your way back, you did notice two figures in hooded cloaks seemingly to watch you with interest, but nothing really came from that as you made your way back to the ship. The sail back to Dareen was pretty uneventful except for the witnessing of a massive purple blue glowing creature swimming along with your ship, giving you a very nice beautiful sight. On the last day of your sailing, as the sun grew midday, you first knew something was wrong by the smell of smoke filling your nostrils, followed by looking onto the horizon, seeing big puffs of smoke rising up to the sky. Only once could you get closer did you realize that the city of Dareen is under attack. We move forward with your ship coming to the docks, and every sailor, including the captain, looks frantic. They have no idea what is going on, but all you can hear is the screams of civilians and what seems to be mechanical noises. What would you all like to do?
Gonna jump offboard onto the dock and immediately ask anyone nearby what the fuck is happening.
Sure. So as you jump off, you see a few civilians fleeing onto boats here and there, trying to get out onto the water, maybe a sanctuary for them. One of them does somewhat hastily stop as they turn to you. We don't know. The city, it's attacked by these big metal creatures. Please help us. As he quickly makes his way to a nearby boat.
Well, let's find the king and queen and see if we find any on the way there.
Alright. So the four of you make your way into the streets of the city. Coming to a crossroads, you can see what looks to be very small creatures. From the appearance, you can tell that they are wood, but their limbs have been filed down to a point. So it's like sharp blades. On the roof, you can see a massive six-legged creature with a long protruding tail. Its limbs seem to be mechanical in nature, a mix of metal and wood. Yet the main body has a very organic look to it. As you look into the streets, you guys can see two other figures kind of hiding against the wall of a building, also peering out onto these creatures. I would like struggling to pronounce your characters' names here. Let's just start off with Crispy Bacon. Can you describe your character, please?
Okay. What you see is a male blue tiefling, the kind of these curved horns and kind of weathered traveling clothes, and he's like looking around, like frantically, like shuffling cards in his hands.
All right. Nitros or Flame.
You see, I'm just a white dragonborn with black hair, kind of taller for a dragonborn usually. And I'm just sitting there, like, leaning against the wall.
All right. Yeah. Well, just for the sake of our new friends, would everyone from the old group like to describe their characters to them?
Sure. Tyron is, well, clearly a paladin by his armor and holy sigil. But slightly taller for a human. Looks mostly human as far as everyone can tell. And that's about it.
All right. I'll first start off with one that isn't here. So, apart from the two that was just described, you both also see a small kobold creature, greenish brown in skin, bearing a few religious ornaments around their necks and has, I believe, light armor adorned. After them, we move on to Lily, who appears to be a white tiger tabaxi with a very small, plump cat sitting on her shoulder. She bears clothes more resembling that of a monk and seems to be a little skittish, I believe. Alright. So before all of you, you see these creatures sort of peering out. They don't notice you yet, but you get the feeling that if something isn't done soon, they will notice you.
Well, I hope you guys are ready for a fight. Fuck you then. Fight him. Come on.
Alright, so Cola, you just straight up walk into these beasts. Uh, alright, well, then let's go ahead and just roll for initiative.
Can Lily try and stealthily like approach? Well, there isn't really a back to approach from. I see.
You can climb the building.
Oh yeah, this might be a good idea. Yeah, she'll surely and try to climb a building.
Alright, make me an acrobatics check.
Oh, I like those. Uh.
Okay, I'm also gonna need you to make me a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. With the advantage of all the creatures' attention being drawn to the small owl just making his way down the street, you are able to get on top of the roof, though it does take you a small little bit. You try and climb using the sort of outgoing, or
I think it
hmm,
might be a bit difficult because she's trying to take Small Bean up there with her.
yes. So being only have one hand, you do slip with a foot, but you manage to catch yourself. But you do get up there.
Awesome. She's gonna just pop Small Bean in a safe spot over there.
Cool, cool.
And she'll just wait behind this tree.
Oh, where did all these initiatives come from?
I got a 9 for initiative.
No worries, that was just my role for you.
Ah. Yeah, I have a -2. There's no way I'm getting a 20.
Okay, let me just roll for Lambus real quick. Oof, sorry, Lambus. Wait, Taran, what was your number again? 9.
Yes.
Why is it 2 lilies? I am so confused. You got 4. Crispy, have you rolled your initiative?
Oh yeah. Mine's a 22.
Oh, very nice. Okay, yes, that's in order. Now I can roll for the monsters. Here we go. Alright, starting at the top of the round, Lily, what would you... before I continue, Lily, from that vantage point, you can see 3 more of the smaller monsters.
Ooh.
Alright, so Lily, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check for her. I think that's good enough to not go charging into battle. So she's just gonna wait, and ready in action to just like jump down and attack whatever attacks Cola.
Alright, okay.
Because yeah.
Okay.
Although he's dumb, she doesn't want him to die, you know? I mean, look, even Lily isn't charging into battle, and she is, yeah. That's saying something.
Alright. With Lily holding her action, we move on to... Okay, hold on, let me get... How do you pronounce your character's name?
Spieler.
Spieler. Alright. Spieler, what would you like to do?
Do I see these 3 guys over here?
You cannot, because there is a wall stretching from here to there.
Okay. Gotcha. I think I'll move out right here, get eyes on those guys, and as I'm shuffling through my cards, I pick one out, and a little flick of flame comes onto the card, and I pinch it off, and I'm gonna throw it and cast Fireball, centered on right here, and blow up these 3 hooligans right there.
Alright, I believe that's a dex save, right?
Yes, it is. DC 15.
Okay, can you roll me the damage, please?
That is 25 points of fire damage.
Ooh, okay. So with your fireball hitting in the middle there, it explodes, and you can see 2 of the 3 manage to get out of the way of the explosion, but the one that is closest, unfortunately, does take quite a bit of damage, and it just blows up into splinters. Anything else you
Awesome.
would like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to. Who is this right there?
That is Cola.
I'll inspire you. I'm just going to give you 2 finger guns. You got this. And you now have a D8 of inspiration.
Yeah, you just hear Taran mumble, "Oh great, now he's got an enabler."
And that's my turn.
Alright. With that, we move on to Cola. What would you like to do? Alright, go ahead, roll me a hit. Yeah, that's a definite hit. Very nice. With this runner already being damaged from the fireball, you are able to just quickly and swiftly swing your short sword and cut it in half fairly easily. Anything else you would like to do? Go ahead, roll me a hit. Go ahead, roll the damage, please. Yeah, very good. Alright, so a total of 13 points of damage. And the chains work as the rest of you see chains of fire come out of the ceiling and just hooking onto the creature's legs as it tries to fight against them. I believe it is restrained now, yes? Go ahead, roll the hit.
There's a no with advantage on restrained creatures.
Yes, you are right. Yep, both hit. Go ahead, roll me the damage. Very nice. So before all of you, you see Kola, a small, unassuming owl, literally flex himself into a gigantic size, running up to the first doll, cutting it in half with one quick motion, and running up to this giant beast, hitting it once and restraining with fiery chains. And with surprising speed for such a big owl, swings 2 more times, getting it both in the main body of the creature. It howls in pain, but it's not looking any worse than it was before. All right. With that, we move on to the runners. This one is going to run up to you, Kola, but it's going to go behind. Haha. Yeah, no, those ones don't notice you yet, so they will run out onto the street. Okay. So only 2 managed to get up to you, Kola. However, they will make their attacks against you. So the first one has advantage with a 22 and a 23 to hit. Alright, and the next one has a 20 and a 15 to hit. Cool. So Kola, that is in total 16 points of piercing damage as these creatures run up to you and just jump on you, using their limbs to pierce into your body. And surprisingly enough, we move on to Lambus. Welcome, Lambus.
Would Lily's readied action?
Yes, yes. Can you actually reach them from there?
Yeah, she has 45 feet of movement. It's a mug.
Then, yeah, you can choose between this one and the other one who to attack.
Yeah, let's attack this one.
Alrighty, go
Mm.
ahead, roll me the hits. Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I think she only gets 1 attack because it was a held action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's still enough. You jump down from the building, run up to the runner behind Cola, and just punch it in the back of its head. It leans forward, looks at you, and just growls. Alright. We move on to Lambus. Welcome, Lambus.
Hello.
So, just to catch you up, the city of Doreen is burning and is being attacked by mechanical creatures. The big one, a mix of mechanical and organic. The others, just small running dolls. What would you like to do?
Let's see. So we're running here. Bonus action, Seal of the Faith.
Classic.
Yeah, okay, I think it was just. Yeah, you accidentally sent it twice, but yeah, Shield of Faith, and as an action, I'll toss my hammer.
Alright, who you throwing your hammer to?
This point right here.
This one.
Yeah, and the big creature and the three small ones need to make dex saves.
Alrighty.
My hammer explodes.
Thank you for reminding me.
He's restrained by what exactly?
He's restrained, by Cola's chains.
Okay,
Alright, what's your DC?
15.
Okay. Well, Cola, it's a good thing you mentioned that disadvantage because it did have a natural 20, but it's still successfully saved. So, is half damage or no damage?
Yeah, half damage.
Alright, go
I
ahead.
rolled very poorly.
Oof.
So 14
Oh.
to whoever failed and 7 to whoever succeeded, and that's my turn.
Alright. So you throw your hammer, it hits behind, or pretty much goes through the wall and makes contact with the floor. As a massive explosion pretty much engulfs all the creatures here. However, it seems that two of the smaller ones are more nimble and evade majority of the damage, including the big one that is restrained as the flames just kind of curl over it and it doesn't seem to be bothered. However, the closest one did take the brunt of the force, but it's still moving around and running about.
Yeah, that's me.
Cool. We move on to the big scorpion. It is an action to break the chains, correct? Yeah. Yeah, that's a natural one. It is not breaking out of the chains. Okay. Well, in that case, it is going to use its bonus action. Sokola, before you see this creature's long protruding tail kind of hover up over its body before quickly jabbing your shoulder. A 20 to hit. Does it hit?
Nope, don't have that one. No, I am lore. Actually, I do have something for that. I have cutting words. As my reaction, if he's within 30 feet. She is. I can expend one use of my Bardic Inspiration die and subtract that whatever I roll from the total.
Alright, go ahead, make me
That's
a roll.
3.
Sokola does a 17 hit. Ah, what a shame. Okay. So as this long protruding tail kind of stings you on your shoulder, you feel a small prick as you take 9 points of piercing damage. However, pretty soon you feel your entire arm go numb as the numbness spreads throughout your whole body and you take 31 points of poison damage.
I thought it didn't hit.
Oh, it didn't. Shit. All right. Well, correction. The stinger does not stab you, as the magic around your body seems to have deflected it, and you can see the tail swing to the side. Ah, that's embarrassing, but alright. We move on to Tyron. What would you like to do?
I am going to. That doesn't seem like I'm gonna do much. Hang on. Yeah. I'll come up here, bonus action to light my greatsword on fire.
Alright, alright.
Hmm. Let's just hope. I'm gonna hold my action and attack any of the dolls or anything that comes within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Plenu is his name, alright. Unfortunately, a medical emergency, because I gather he is a nurse of some kind. Flenu had to quickly go off to help someone. So, in the meantime, I'll take control of his character. However, I've only just recently seen his character sheet and I'm not fully versed with it. Let me just have a quick look here. Okay, I know what to do with him. So, Flenu will walk to the side here, and you can all see him pull out a large musket. As he aims down the barrel, shooting. We'll go for this one. Okay, let me just have a look here. +8. Okay, he definitely hits. With total of total of 15 points of damage. So as he aims and fires, you can see a burst of smoke leave his gun as it pretty much shatters this small runner to pieces. And that will be his turn. Top of the round, Lily, what would you like to do?
She'll punch this one.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think that hits, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely hits.
And does it kill it?
It is hanging on by a thread.
Okay. Another one?
Yeah. How would you like to kill the small one?
The force of the punch just punches a hole into its torso. Just punches through it. It's like, oh, whoopsie.
Very well. So the rest of you see Lily wind up a punch, get it in its back between the shoulder blades. She kind of looks disappointed a bit, goes for another, hitting the exact same spot, but this time hand going completely through as the runner kind of shivers and shakes a bit before falling limp and falling to the ground.
And
Lily having a very happy smile on her face.
yeah, and then she'll go and use a key point to do 2 more on that one.
Go ahead, roll me the hits. The 60 barely hits.
Okay, nice.
But again, that is enough to take this one down.
She looks super proud of herself. And just checks to see if Smallbean is watching because she doesn't want to be like a bad influence and like incite him to start violence.
Oh, such a parental figure.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Spila, what would you like to do?
Think I'm gonna look at the person on the right and go, "Oh, this is going well." And then I'll walk up to about here, and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the big guy.
Ooh. Is that a wisdom save?
Yes, it is. I just tell it, man, you are ugly.
All right. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me your damage.
All right. Measly 5 psychic damage.
No worries. And I believe has
That's all I got.
disadvantage.
Oh, and you have disadvantage on the next attack roll before the end of its next turn. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you. All right, so you make a small comment to the kobold next to you and walk up before severely roasting this creature on its looks.
Yep.
It gazes towards you, and you, for some odd reason, being a mechanical creature, you feel like you hurt its feeling.
All right, and that's the end of my turn, as I'm still like shuffling through my cards.
Alrighty. Kolov, before you chained, hurt creature, what would you like to do? Alright. 15 does not hit. Yep, that does hit. Ooh. Very nice. With this pathetic creature before you, you take your short sword, swing twice, and your blade is able to actually chop off one of the mechanical limbs. As the second swing gets a little deeper into the body. Again, this creature howls in pain, but it's hanging on there. All right. And with that, we'll move on to the very last runner, who will run all the way up to Lily, make its 2 attacks. Yeah, I don't think those hit. Lily, by any chance, does an 8 and a 9 hit?
Yes. They just hit my 19 AC, yes.
Alright, well, that's the end of that small thing's turn. Lambus, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm still too far away. I'll just walk my 30 feet. Use my action to recall the hammer. And that's it.
Alrighty. Move on to the bigger creature. It's going to try and get out of the chain. Aha! It's got a 16 on its strength check. So with that, you can see it kind of lift up from the ceiling, and the chains strain, but eventually they give way, and the creature is free. And immediately it is going to try and yes. It should have gotten that on the previous one as well. On its previous turn, so for the sake of brevity, can you make me another fire rune roll? Thank you. Okay, it's still kicking. Being free, it doesn't like you, so it is going to do another sting attack at you, Cola. 20 to hit.
Uh-oh.
Alright. So that's a total of 7 points of piercing damage as this creature goes for another sting. This time actually breaking through your mage armor and getting you. You feel a small peck, but eventually your arm gets numb as the numbness spreads as you take a measly 18 points of poison damage. Did you take piercing? Did I say the piercing? Okay. And with that, well, let me just double check the rules for restraint. I'm pretty sure it still cannot move because it just broke out of its restraint. Or am I wrong here? Yeah, that's my query, and I'm not finding it in the rules. Hmm. Sorry guys, just give me a moment.
I think it can move. Some spells specify its speed becomes 0 for the turn or something. If that's not on there, then I'd imagine you can still
Okay, yes, I found it. Yes, they can move after it's broken. So with that, having a very, very nice. Mm, yeah, this giant beast will jump down from the roof. This run is pretty quickly for its gigantic size onto this wall as it kind of balances itself with its mechanical legs. And it will move just a little bit forward. Cola, you do have an attack of opportunity. 18 hits, go ahead. Alright. You're able to kind of nick the tail as it runs or jumps down, but it's still not enough. It's pretty lively for the amount of damage it took. Moving on. Tyron, what would you like to do?
Oh, okay, let's roll some fucking dice. I am going to circle around and hopefully I get flanking here.
Yep, it still counts, yes.
Awesome. Does a 25 hit?
Yes, 25 does hit.
Lovely. Oops. That is 13 slashing damage and 5 fire in the first attack.
Alrighty.
I'm going to assume a 26 hits too.
Yes.
Lovely. I'll make this a Divine Smite as well with a first level spell slot.
Alright.
Now, is Divine Smite on the first level, is that 2d8 or 1d8? Sorry, remind me.
2d8.
Thank you. Okay, so that is another 13 slashing, 8 fire, and 9 radiant.
Alright. So the rest of you see the paladin lift up his long sword, it catching a flame, and he goes ahead. Great sword.
Yeah.
My apologies. An even heavier great sword swings down twice into the creature. The first one cleaving a very large gap into its organic body. As the second one, he swings again, this time going the opposite direction, cleaving off two of the mechanical legs. As a strange glowing light seems to surround the creature and burn it. It is barely hanging on. Alright. With that, we'll move on to... Oh, this guy's name is gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to get used to it. He's going to just reload his musket and casually aim it towards the big thing. Goes ahead, fires, but surprisingly there isn't a reaction from the creature, leading you all to assume that he missed. With that, we move on to Lily. What would you like to do?
Yeah, she's gonna punch this dude.
The big one, alright.
Yeah, does she get flanking?
Yep, because Tyron has flanking.
Awesome. Nice. There we go.
Alright, both hit.
And then another 2. Yeah, I think that goes nicely.
How would you like to kill this big one?
How many legs does it have?
Cola chopped off 1, Tyron chopped off 2, so it currently has only 3.
Okay, so with the first 3 attacks, she's gonna punch off the rest of its legs. I'd say at this point her punches are pretty, like, deadly, you know? So I'm pretty sure she can just punch off legs. Easy. And then with the last one, she's just going to punch down into its head, and it's gonna just splat into the ground.
Alright.
I'm hoping this
You-
is not too gory.
We'll see just now. Alright. You With your years of training as a monk, one of the exercises you'd had undoubtedly vocab here, undoubtedly had to perform would be to punch large trees. It did get to the stage where you were able to literally punch through a massive tree. And so punching through the metal legs of this creature, be it slightly harder, is no major difficulty for you. One by one, you break the steel by its joints as it snaps and the creature falls, rolls off the wall there in front of you. And just with one final blow, you bring your fist down, just splattering its head onto the ground. Its tail, which was arched before you, just falls back and falls limp.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's the turn.
All right. Spila, there is one small creature remaining. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take out my wand of magic missile. I'm gonna just look at it and expend a charge, and I'm gonna shoot 3 of the missiles off at it.
All right. They automatically hit, correct?
Uh,
I believe magic
Yes, they
missile is that
do.
kind of thing.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me damage.
4, 6, 9 points of force damage.
How would you like this one to die?
I just wanted it to explode into little tiny bits. As I'm shooting a gun. I just fan the wand as it boom, boom, boom.
Very well. You wave your wand like a wizard, and from it you all see 3 purple-like missiles protruding from it. Even though the big monstrosity and the rest of the terrain seems to not give this tiefling clear sight, but you can see the missiles actually just curve round. One hitting the creature in its lower abdomen, the other its head, and the final one its chest. All 3 hitting simultaneously as the creature just explodes in front of you into wooden splinters.
As it explodes, it just blow out the tip of the wand.
And with that, we exit combat. Before you all is the corpses of the creatures, but you can still hear what sounds like a lot more mechanical footsteps as you sort of gather that there is a massive force still attacking the city. But as of right now, there are none close to you in your vicinity. Is there anything you guys like to do?
Well, I'll say to Spiller and
Don't worry, I'll copy his name in chat. It is good luck pronouncing this.
Fliano.
Shit. Okay. Filiani, okay. Oh, hate dyslexia. Alright.
Well, I'll just say to two of you, you seem more than capable, and we all seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Do you want to join us?
Oh, I have nothing better to do.
Cool. We're going to the King and Queen. Let's go.
Oh. Didn't realize you were royalty.
Royal servants.
and I'll eagerly follow them.
Alright. Are you guys just rushing headfirst towards the king and queen, or you doing this sneakily?
Um, not that I want to particularly force everything to happen quickly, but I'm just saying Tyron does not do well with stealth. So I would suggest just going straight towards the king and queen. That's just me.
Alright. And the rest of you guys?
Lily's good with anything.
Okay.
Don't forget your cat.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
She'll
So-
check on him and just check that he didn't see any of that. She'll just go and be like, "Now, Sir Louis Leopold Schonkerfeld III, tell me you didn't see any of that."
You want to make me a perception check for your cat?
Sure. Let's see.
You can just
It's
use your perception and
A20
yeah,
plus
just
3. He just like wakes up from a nap and is like, "Huh?"
he has no idea what you're talking about.
Typical cat behavior.
All right.
There you go.
So you all go rushing headfirst more into the streets, not really caring about the stealth, all just about urgency. It is. You are able to run for about 10 minutes before you can hear the large roar from the same creature that you just fought from before. This one seems to be scouting out and making its way across the roofs, just looking at the streets below.
I think we might be in for another fight.
Alright, but the big one has not noticed you yet. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, he's out of range of the spells I want to use, so I'll keep
Well, I
moving.
mean, I can be the base. If you guys can hide at least.
I can probably hide.
Alright. Go find a nook and cranny and I'll to hide in and I'll get its attention somehow. Quite easily.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? It sounds like a few are hiding and others are doing something else.
Lily will hide on the roof.
Make me a stealth check. Those who are hiding, make me stealth checks.
Yeah, I'll
Bad
just
roll.
hug the wall and try and stay out of sight. How's a 6 do?
I'll tell you just now. I'm gonna make the Dragonborn also hide. Oh wow. He is surprisingly good at hiding. Yeah, he'll stay there in the corner. Lambus and Cola, you guys. I see Cola. You're hiding. Lambus.
No, then just I'll walk with Aaron.
All right. Well, before you guys are able to reach about 10 feet, you see the creature's head turn towards you all. Lily, you see it does make eye contact with you. And Spila, I'm gonna say you believe you are hidden.
Yeah, with my little roll, I'm less hidden, more just like leaning on the side of the wall, like heavily wheezing from all the running.
Yeah. You don't see, you can't see it, but you think, with that, you think it can't see you. And with that, we'll roll another initiative.
Wow, double digits.
Very nice. Like 13.
Oof, natural one. Well, I guess if anywhere's a way of the place to have a natural one, it's here.
Yeah. It makes sense. The dice gods know what they're doing. Okay, 13 as well. And oh yes, the Dragonborn. Mustn't forget about the Dragonborn. Spila, what's your and Tyron's? Well, Tyron and Spila, what's your dex?
Tyron is
I have a
-2, so
7.
I have a 13.
Okay, then yeah. Spila, you're first. Without a doubt. Alrighty. Top of the round, Cola, what would you like to do? Okay. Alrighty.
Said I could be bait, not lunch.
With that, we move on to the big one. Yeah. Noticing you first, Lily, it is going to make a full run for you. However, it does not get within range of any of its attacks. No, it does not. So this thing is going to hold its action as it just makes its way towards you. Moving on. Not to... Oh, goddamn. Fally you. No. God damn it. I hate names that are just so hard to pronounce.
Look, just be happy that you don't have to deal with some of my names. Like, let me just send you the name of my newest character I created.
Alright.
Katya?
Nope. There's another one for another Sunday campaign. Because we finished the one, so now we're doing like a placeholder one. There we go.
Oh god,
Yeah.
no, that's horrifying.
Varene. But
Alright.
how do you pronounce that?
Nivianera Vireni. Virenia. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna focus on the game here. So you all
I've
see,
traumatized them.
yes, you did. You see 3 more of the runners kind of run around the corner and now dashing straight for you. They're screaming a high-pitched noise as they make their way. Move on to. Okay, this is going to annoy the shit out of me. Just give me a moment. I will get this. Flenu, okay. Flenu will do his usual, reload his musket, and he'll take a step this way. Ooh, that's actually not in range. Okay, he's gonna move forward just a bit, and he will aim for the very first one coming straight towards. And you all see a puff of smoke coming from his gun, yet there doesn't seem to be any reaction from any of the creatures. You do hear a sort of ping as you gather the bullet has ricocheted off a wall. With that, he is going to spend the rest of his movement and move back. Lambus, what would you like to do?
I'll use my action. Yeah, use my action to cast Spirit Guardians on myself.
Alright, just remind me what that does.
15-foot aura around me, and any enemy that enters it will have to make a wisdom save and take damage.
Okay.
Definite success.
Alrighty. Anything else?
I believe this is all I can do. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Spieler, what would you like to do?
All right. Seeing these two goobers running down the alley, I'm gonna raise a card over my mouth and whisper something in Infernal. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at first level on this nearest one right there.
Okay, what does the spell do?
The target must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows from me.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
And if it succeeds, it takes half damage and doesn't move.
Alright, go ahead, roll me damage.
Ooh, 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay. You whisper Infernal as a sort of magical aura floats towards this runner. You can see the runner visibly disturbed, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down.
And I'll spend my bonus action trying to like shoo it away. That's my turn. Like, shoo, go, go.
Alright. Tyron, what would you like to do?
Would I be able to see the big one?
It's a little difficult right now. You can sort of see the top of it. Can't really see its legs.
Because I just want to cast command, but it requires me to see a creature. So I'm just asking if that would qualify.
Does it specify how much of the creature you need to see, or just see a creature?
You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. That's
Okay,
it.
well, you can still see the thing, just not fully of it. So I will allow it, yeah.
Alright. Let's hope it understands common.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please. And I'll just shout, approach!
Okay.
DC 16.
Yeah, don't even worry about the DC. It got a 0.
Right. So when it's its turn, it will spend all of its movement coming directly to me, and once it's within 5 feet, it ends its turn right there.
Alright. Lily, your turn. You see this massive thing charging towards you, but all of a sudden it just stops and gazes into your group's direction.
Yeah, gonna punch it. Violence is always the answer.
That okay, go ahead. Yeah, both hit.
Mm,
Yes, you guys are rolling very good today.
choose. Yeah, let's use a key point.
Haha. Precious key point. Yes, sus. Okay. So you casually walk up to this massive thing as it has no focus on you, and you just decide to use it as a punching bag. I mean, you need the practice. So you go for a double combo, you don't feel it's good enough, and so you try a different one, and you're satisfied with leaving 3 to 4 dents in its body. With each hit, you can hear an audible crack.
Internal bleeding. Woo! And that's a time.
Alright, Cola, what would you like to do? Oh, that laugh. Alrighty. Yeah, nah. However, you are giving this massive creature a good flexing show. I... no. Alright. We move on to the creature. I'm just checking something here.
Come to me!
Okay, I was just checking to see if the creature got hit, if the spell was broken or not, but I see it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not.
Alright.
At least it doesn't specify anything.
Yeah, it doesn't specify anything of that nature, so we are led to assume that that is the case. Because it's a concentration. No, it's just, yeah. That's it. So it's just gonna walk up to you.
Haha, and fuck your turn too.
Yeah, it's done now. Moving on, we have all of the small little creatures. Ooh. Lily, can you make me a stealth check for small bean, please?
Okay. Let's see. Is stealth would be +4 for a cat. Oh no.
I feel like it should be higher. No.
Well, the cat does have 2 hit points.
So it has
a
7
tiny
on
thing.
stealth. I'm just gonna make a very quick perception here.
Oh, please don't kill the cat.
Oh no, don't worry, it got a 5 on its perception.
When a 7 is enough for once.
Yeah. Alrighty.
See, this is why she usually hides her cat before, you know?
Yeah, but this one you didn't specify if you hit it or not.
Yeah.
So I had to make it a see if the cat knows how to hide. Alright, and now we have these few who are coming into the light. And they will also charge. Yeah. As you see these small runners pretty impressively just scaling the walls and running across the buildings, jumping over and getting to you guys surprisingly quickly. Alright, let's quickly do this. So Lambus, you will take 2 hits. Oh, he's not here.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'll do his later.
He's
Cola,
restarting his internet.
you will take 2 hits, 1 with advantage. So that's a 15, 19, 19, and 7. What's your AC? Ah, god damn it. Okay. Moving on to Lily. That's 2 hits with a 22 and a 14.
The 22 hits, barely.
Alright. As this creature runs up to you, it kind of jumps and pretty much tackles you almost. One of its sharpened limbs is able to get your shoulder, dealing 8 points of piercing damage. Whereas the other limb just narrowly misses your torso. And let me just do the 2 for Lambus. He has 18. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah. So from the top of the building, this final one jumps down, and you can see it actually pin Lambus to the ground as 2 of its sharpened limbs kind of stab both his shoulders. And he takes 11 points of piercing damage. And with that, we move on to Flenu. He's going to take a step back, reload, and fire. Oh, I think he might actually hit something this time. Hey, he does. Alright. He aims his musket, and all of you see a puff of smoke as the creature that had pinned Lambus down violently shakes back. As it takes. It is. Oh, that's pretty painful. As Flenu's shot actually rips off one of the creature's limbs. With that, we move on to Lambus, who I am just going to make him bash the creature with his weapon.
Could you
And
imagine 27 doesn't hit?
only in the future will we find creatures of that magnitude. Alright, well, being pissed off that this thing stabbed him, takes his hammer and whacks it once, pretty much shattering its head, and you all see it fall to the ground. Spieler, what would you like to do?
Can I see this big guy just over the edge?
Oh yes, you can see him now as he pretty much is leaning over the edge, kind of looking towards Tyron.
Or I'm gonna look up at it and just go, "Ugh, you need a shower," and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Alright. Your DC is 15, right?
Yep.
It saves.
All right, and nothing happens.
You all hear a comment, but the creature's just meh.
And I'll inspire the big owl.
Alright. Cola, you feel a warmth of inspiration grasp your body.
Whoop their ass!
Finally, Cola has a fanboy. Alright, Tyron, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna attack the big one. But I get flanking.
Yeah?
Lovely.
I mean, if not from Cola, from Lily as well.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, an 18 hits.
Okay. That is 15 damage total on the first attack, and alright. Going to make the wild assumption that 25 hits.
Oh, of course that doesn't hit. I mean, it has an AC of 16. Come on.
Ah, my bad. And I'll make it a second level smite. So another 3d8. Yeah, it's quite alright. So total of, I can't count, 26 points of damage.
Very nice. With your flaming sword, you swing twice. This time only cleaving into its body, but you still do make significant damage as your blade carves through it. Yeah, it's looking bloodied. Yeah. Anything else?
No, no.
All right. Move on to Lily. What would you like to do?
It's gonna punch again
Punch, punch, punch. Sure.
at advantage, right?
Yep.
Is it dead yet?
No, it's still alive.
Okay.
Just spend another key point. Okay, let's try again.
Yeah. She still has 2 left, you know? It's okay.
Okay. You are able to get a very decent 4 hits on its tail. You kind of rough the tail up. It's now all crooked and is struggling to move. But the thing is holding on.
It was like 50 points of damage.
I know it's got a lot. Anything else you'd like to do?
She just looks annoyed. She just like kicks the ground. Like
Alright.
ears back slightly. Hisses at it. That's my time.
Alright. Cola, what would you like to do? Okay. 17 does hit. Yeah, 16 hits. Okay. That's not bad, not bad. Total of 16 points of damage. With your short sword, you are able to cleave into this small doll, and its limbs are pretty much hanging from it, but it's still sort of attached. But it is still screaming and howling at you. Alrighty. We move on to the big thing's turn. Oh, so many options. So many. Okay. First, it's going to make an attack against you, Cola. Just a normal attack for a 20 to hit. With a total of 15 points of force damage, as it kind of uses metallic leg to just deck you in the back, getting between your shoulder blades. It does a significant amount of damage. I will need you to make me a strength check, please. Oh, saving. Strength saving. Okay, you're not pushed back, but you do just feel the force of the creature. As for Tyron, it's going to make an attack against you. Yeah, that's a natural one.
Ha!
And finally, Lily, it's going to use its stinger against you. That is 17 to hit.
Nope.
Ah, your cat-like abilities allow you to dodge this flaming stinger. And with that, we will move on to the runner's turn. This one will run behind. There. Yeah. And final one there. So they'll all pretty much advance in unison. Okay, let's see. That's going to be 6 dice for you, Cola. One. So that's a 18, 20, and a 9 to hit, Cola. Oh no, I'm mistaken. It's not 6. Okay, so just hold on, give me a bit. Only the 20, and that's a 10, 22, 16. So only the 20 and 22 hit, right? Okay. So with these 3 runners dashing up to you, the one to your right is able to actually climb onto your arm and dig its sharpened limbs into your arm, where the one in front of you is able to at least get your leg, dealing a total of 7 points of piercing. As for Lily, that's a 24 and or 24, 15, 10, and 22.
24 and 22 hit.
Cool. Alright, so as you get surrounded, it is a lot harder to actually dodge these attacks, as there's more, but they do sort of graze your arm. One of them does get you in the leg as well, dealing a total of 10 points of piercing.
Okay.
Alrighty. And with that, it will be their turns. Flenu will reload his gun, get a good vantage point of the big one, and he's going to fire. Oof. Yeah, no. He does not hit. Moving on. Lambus, is he back yet? Ah, no.
Nope.
Shit. You know what? He's going to do this. He's going to ask you all who is worse for wears in terms of damage.
Probably Cutler.
Yeah, probably Cola. And he will cast. Oh no, that's touch. Shit. Yes.
I mean, he could go over. People to be provoking opportunity attack.
Oh, yes, you're right. You wouldn't. Yeah. He will run over to you, kind of jump to touch your foot, and he will cast Cure Wounds on you. You take 7 points of healing. Doesn't he have his thing with a modifier? No, No, I'm talking about his Spirit Guardian. Shit. Completely forgot about that. Okay. How many creatures are within 15 of him? Okay, so those 5. Okay,
Wisdom
that's...
for 3d8.
Yeah, 3d8.
Or half as much. Let's save.
Yep. Alright, so Cola, the one in front of you, it is unable to withstand the spiritual aura of Lambus, and you can see it sort of glow up like a glow stick almost. The wooden body seems to actually start steaming as what looks to be smoke rising, and it just falls into the alleyway. The rest, however, they also are embedded or engulfed with a glowing light. The smoke kind of rises from them, but they're not down. Okay, let's have a look. Any bonus actions? What is his bonus actions? Yeah, that's it. Move on to Spila. What would you like to do?
I am going to take out my wand again. I'm going to spend 2 charges this time and do magic missile.
Alrighty, into
So
who?
I'm going to send it into the big guy because it's the one I can see.
Okay. You can see the one on the floor there.
It'll be fine.
Alright.
That guy would die. Big one's a problem.
Fair enough.
So that's with the extra charge. It's 4d4.
Go ahead, roll me the damage.
That's 15 points of force damage.
Yeah,
Nearly
this,
max damage.
Yeah, it also has a +1 modifier for the
Ah.
wand.
so that's impressive damage.
Yeah.
Alright, this thing is looking very bad. Very bad. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Cool. Tyron.
Alright. I'm gonna try and kill it this turn.
Good luck with that.
Oh baby. I'm not sure I need it.
We'll make sure you hit it.
Does 20 hit?
Yes, a 20 hits.
Alright. And not wasting any time, I'm making that a 2nd level smite.
Alrighty.
Okay, so first attack, that is 38 points of damage.
Yeah, how would you like this one to die?
Oh, just as it sort of hangs off the edge and just brings its face down, just gonna decapitate it right fucking there.
Alright. You all see the massive creature kind of move towards for an attack on Tyron, intending to bite him with its massive jaws. But he just takes a step back and swings his greatsword down, decapitating this thing cleanly. The rest of its body falls down into the alleyway there. Anything else, seeing on how your first attack did kill it?
I'll be honest, I thought I was gonna spend 2, but hey ho. Yes, I'm going to actually brush past and around and target this runner.
Alrighty, go ahead. With advantage.
There's a 26 hit.
Of course.
16 points of damage.
How would you like this one to die?
I'm just imagining like the wounds you'd see on the in the fucking Star Wars prequels. How there's never any blood, but there's this massive scorch mark. Just that.
Alrighty. So you just swing your sword, cutting its back and leaving the signature lightsaber cut. As the glowing embers on the wood on its back just burn brightly and it just falls to the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Lily, surrounded by 2 runners, both hitting you at least once. What would you like to do? Alrighty, hitting that one. The 11 does not hit, but the 16 does. It is not enough to kill it. Is that the end of your turn?
I was muted.
Ah, that explains it.
What are the chances that we're going to encounter more of these on the way to where we're going?
I can't say for sure. Depends on you guys.
Okay, she'll save a key point.
Alrighty.
That's
the end of your turn. Cool.
Yep.
Cola, 3 pathetic runners are before you. What would you like to do?
I feel like most things you do are unexpected.
Yeah. Okay. Is that your turn? All right. The big one is dead. We'll move on to the runners, the final ones. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Tyrant, pick a odd or even.
Ooh, even.
Alrighty. Thank you. The runner that Cola has escaped from now turns all of its attention to Lily. As now she is attacked by all 3.
No.
Don't worry, they're rolling shit.
Good.
Yeah,
Roll 3 nat 20s each.
I wish. 23 to hit, 7, 7, 14, 9, 15.
1 hit.
Yeah, I thought so. And that, with all of these creatures just trying to turn you into a pincushion, you're just moving your hips to the side, dodging left, right, and center. But one does get you. However, it's like a graze. A very deep cut into your leg, as it does 6 points of piercing damage.
And she'll stick her tongue out at them.
Alrighty. With that, we move on to Flenu. Okay, I did say this thing was on the ground. However, he's gonna struggle to have a vantage point. Yeah, he's going to try and climb up there. So he can... Yeah, he can make it. So, being next to Small Bean, he'll raise his musket and shoot towards the closest one. I believe that's the only one he can reach. Oh no, he can reach all. Yeah, he'll just go for the closest. Yo, okay. That's all right. Getting up onto the overhang, he takes a knee and just turns into a sort of sniper as he fires, and you can see Lily, the one that just joined, the other 2 shatters to pieces with a small explosion, kind of covering you with wooden splinters, but nothing too severe. And with that, we move on to Lambus. Okay, what's he gonna do? I know he can throw his weapon. However, I just can't remember its damage. That is possible. I'm just trying to have a look here, see where it is. Okay. Alright, in that case, yeah, he can't really do anything, so he's just gonna walk into that corner and wait for this ordeal to finish. Spila, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers again because
Alrighty.
I don't need to see the creature. The creature needs to be able to hear me. So same thing as last time. I'll hold a card with my mouth, whisper something in an infernal, and I'm gonna have one of those last two guys up there to make a wisdom saving throw.
Remind me what your whispers do.
Dissonant Whispers. Creature must make a wisdom saving throw. If failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows from me.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Ooh. 14.
Alrighty. Let me just check which one is close. Yeah, I'll say the closest one gets affected. As Lily, you can see it just look up into the sky, scream as using both of its limbs to just stab its head, and it falls down to the ground.
And I'll just use my movement to just keep shuffling down the alley. That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. With that, we'll go on to Tyron.
Yeah, Tyron's just gonna call up and ask, is everything good up there? Lily.
You aren't mute again, are you? A mystery.
Well, I'll actually just climb this ladder and I'm gonna huck a javelin over.
Alright. Go ahead, roll the hit.
Let's see if this 19.
That hits.
Awesome. And that's 7 piercing.
Yep, you throw the javelin and it's able to get the runner in the back of its shoulder. It kind of tilts forward with the impact, but it's still standing. Anything
Little
else?
bastard. No, that's my turn.
Alright. Lily, are you with us?
Yes. Am I muted again?
Not anymore.
Okay, good. Punch it. Let's
Punch,
go.
punch. Let's go. Yeah. How would you like to destroy this one?
It's a good question. I feel like I should come up with more interesting ways. Okay, so she is going to that kind of kick that you raise your leg and then you swing around and
Roundhouse kick?
yeah. She's gonna
Alrighty.
do that and it's just gonna chop it straight in half.
Oh, very nice. So you do a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick, cleaving this one clean in half.
Ah, nice.
Both halves just fall to the ground. And with that, we exit combat once more.
Well, there's 2. Wonder if we'll catch a third.
Let's see. You guys still gonna hastily make your way to the palace?
Seems so. Unless anyone has better ideas. No, we're going to the palace.
Alright. Luckily this time, with your hastily running, you are able to dodge a few of them as they don't really notice you, and you just keep making your way to the palace. And eventually you get there. You see, it is somewhat under attack, but the guards are able to keep majority of them outside the walls. Once a few of them notice you running towards, they quickly open the gates. A few of the guards leave, kind of holding a defensive position, and you all make it safely inside. You can still hear the chaos going outside, but in here there seems to be at least a bit of calm. Once more, you see the royal guards standing guard, just waiting for anything to climb over the wall. They do gesture to you to hastily make your way in.
As we're walking along quickly, does anyone need healing? What's your hit points?
22.
Yes, Connor. How are you still alive?
Jeez.
Alright. Out of... Actually, never mind.
I'll help out a little bit. I'll give both of you a second level cure wounds.
Actually, yeah, roll that first because I was going to use lay on hands.
Cola gets 18 hit points. Lily gets 17.
Thank you.
Very nice. Alright.
And I'll give you two an extra 10 each.
Oh, I only need 7 more.
Then 7
Thank you.
for you and 10 for Cola.
Alrighty. Lily Coley, with the grace of your friend and tiefling stranger, you are revitalized. Your wounds closing shut, and the blood that did seep out went back in where it rightfully belongs. So now before you, the gates lay open. As already inside, you can see 2 familiar faces and 2 others only familiar to Cola. Or 4 others only familiar to Cola.
I don't think Lily knows these people.
Oh no. Remember, Cola's the original. He's seen these ones. The rest of you haven't.
Do we not have the mages here?
The mages are there. I just
Oh.
couldn't find their art again.
Ah, okay.
Those are the 2 you recognize. The orc and the gnome.
Oh, right, because I wouldn't recognize the king and queen.
Yeah.
I forgo.
As you enter, you can see the gaze of the king and queen, sort of confused as they look at all of you. But they see Cola and they think to themselves, they can't. Are you the Misfits?
Taran just kind of looks over to Landbus. Like, him too.
Yeah, I don't really know how to play as Lambus, so he'll just give a nod.
Yeah. That's how Landbus would play.
A
I
bit of
trust.
yeah.
Sorry, I was just gonna say to the King and Queen, trust the mages got you the assistance you need.
Then the gnome speaks up. Oh yes, we did, but unfortunately we couldn't reverse the effects that have already happened. However, it has stopped, and they will live.
Suppose that's something.
Well, yes, because they're not going to die.
Lovely. And this business of what's happening right now.
A sort of tired expression falls over the king's face. We were attacked 3 days ago and have been under siege ever since. These things came out of the waters and started slaughtering my people. The town or the city guards tried their best to barricade a few sections of the city, but eventually they were overrun. And right now, the only fortified location that we know of is the palace. One or two households, noble households, and the Black Temple. However, we haven't heard from the Black Temple in 2 days, so we fear the worst. As for the Sand Riders, we have sent word for them, but the desert is a large place, and it takes time. I cannot express my gratitude for your help in lifting our curse, but I have to ask for your aid once more. I do understand that your group, be it lacking in the original numbers that I've seen, am hoping that the newest members are willing to help.
I think I can make time in my schedule.
Flynn will just give a grunt with a nod. That's how I assume he's going to do it. Well, if you're also willing, I will make the pay worth it, but as of right now, I need you to save anyone who is left and free my city from this attack. As of right now, there are 5 locations which could use your help. First being the slums, where we assume a lot of our citizens are hiding. And we obviously have our noble district. If you could be so kind to check the Black Temple as well. After you've done these... He kind of grunts. Excuse me? Okay, I understand what you mean now. Well, after you're done with those 3 locations, if you would check the markets and the Sand Riders keep before reporting back to us with any civilians you may have found or anything you could tell us. We will make the reward very worth it.
Well, looks like we have a job to do. Let's go do it.
Alright. Cola, I will say, as you are leaving, you can see Roki kind of look at you with a questioning gaze, almost asking what the hell happened to everyone. But she doesn't state it. Hmm? Alright.
They were imprisoned. I don't think they decided anything.
Yeah, they were kind of forced to be living in their accommodations. You know, no sense of free will happening there. But alright. I will ask you guys if we could take a break real quick. I just got to get myself another cup of coffee.
Sure thing.
See you in a bit.
Yeah. So, are we more on the side of saving civilians or killing the creatures? Or killing the civilians, if that's your thing.
I'll cast my vote for saving civilians.
I'll be honest, I was just thinking of using my conquering presence and trying to frighten these creatures. See, I would. However, one small problem. I am not an Earl. Okay, I don't have wings. I need to be ASMR. Damn. Oh, fuck's sake. Nah, nothing beats humans, I'm sorry. Look, find me something better than a +1 to every score, and maybe I'll consider it.
Dark vision.
Nah. Torches exist, bro. I I have barely ever used the language other than common. What? Why would I need magic immunity if I could just kill the caster? It, then I feel like that's a slightly busted race that I'm probably not allowed to play. Yeah, too exotic. I'm a vanilla guy, bro. If I'm daring, I'll pick a half elf, but humans are my bread and butter. I should probably actually look at the racial bonuses of other races.
Who was this?
Just talking about character races. How I never
Alrighty.
play anything other than human, because they're literally better. But
Come on, man. Have some style with your character creations. Why would you want to be a boring human? I mean, come on. Exactly.
dude, a +1 to that's +6. Well, if I wanted that, I'd play a rogue.
No, I see what the situation is here. Just because the classes provide you with bonuses that usually races provide you with doesn't mean you have to stick with the human and just be a different class for each time. It does.
Yeah, but the thing is, +1 to everything kind of slaps. So.
Oh, you were searching for a reason for a bit there.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, Lily, are you back?
Yep.
Spieler? No, but we'll wait a bit for him. Oh, I must.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Alright, all of y'all ready to get back?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
Not wanting to encounter almost everything along the way, you make a hastily dash into the alleyways of the city, ducking and weaving, turning corners, and eventually you come across the Black Temple, a large, long structure, much its name being deceiving, as the only black part about it is the ceiling, as its walls are still the usual bright uh, sandy yellow. Outside, you can see two of the large beasts sort of looking at the walls, trying to find a way to get in. As of right now, they do not notice you.
So, I'm happy to try and just scare them off. If it works, we'll have a minute. Yeah. Unless you guys want to fight.
I can try and make a sound that might draw them away.
Yeah. Could work.
All right. Okay, I guess I'll use minor illusion, and I'm gonna make a what are these things like?
People.
Okay, I'll add some the screams of people, kind of 30 feet off this direction over here, somewhere over there, and just see if they take the bait.
Okay. With the screams of people, they do instantly notice it and turn around, looking in that direction. This one running here. And let me just roll the perception for the other one. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, the other one. Okay. These aren't the smartest of monsters. They are pretty much living dolls. So this one turns around, looks at you, hears the screaming, and just runs that way. And they both, because I'm assuming you are trying to make the screaming seem like it's far away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I can only throw it 30 feet, so I'm trying to
yeah,
make him leave.
yeah. They both horrendously take the bait and run after the illusion.
Oh shit, that worked.
Yeah, it happens when you roll a wisdom of a 2 and a 3. Mind you, that is a -1, so it's actually a 1 and a 2. Alright?
This is why zombie apocalypse could never happen in D&D.
Yeah.
Then
Alright.
I won't.
The temple is free.
Spear just looks at the group and just says, "That worked better than I thought it would."
Honestly, yeah, same.
Yeah, I was not expecting them to fail that hard. But these things happen.
Alright, so just look around, make sure none of those creatures are here, and give it a quiet knock.
Okay, you give a quiet knock on the door before or after checking your surroundings. You are safe for now. You get a feeling that the creatures here pretty much cleared the area, so there wouldn't really be any others in the outside area. But once you give a small knock, you hear the sound of the runners tapping, just dashing towards the door.
From inside?
Yeah. You can hear the familiar screech and scream of quite a few of them in there.
Now, guys, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not sure there are any survivors in there.
Why do you say that?
There's a lot of those dolls with the sharp arms. At least they sound exactly the same.
Oh. Oh, do we bother checking? I mean,
Yeah,
might be
or
at
you
least
should.
one.
Alright. Let's clear the temple.
Alright, you try and push the doors open.
If anyone has a firebolt or something to prepare.
I got one. I got a fireball.
Yeah, if you guys would
Alright.
like to prepare your shit, do it now.
Yeah, I got 2 more fireballs left in me. So I'll take a card out and a little bit of flame. And it ignites on the corner. I pinch it off and just kind of hold that little bead of fire in my palm, waiting for the door to open.
Just be careful in case, there's people still in there.
Hey, careful is my middle name.
I doubt that, but alright.
Alright, anyone else?
Ready? Oh,
Alright.
our only other spellcast is Gorm. He's not here.
Alright,
I
well,
think we're good.
I think Flinny will just ready a shot and yeah, I'm not sure what Lambus would do. Yeah, he's just gonna stand by and watch. Alright. So Cola Tyron, you both push open a stone door as there's 2 large ones. And Spieler, oh shit. No, I messed up my fog of war. No. Ah,
Oh dear.
no worries.
The fuck is that? Yeah, you know what? Thank you.
Alright, so Spieler, where are you launching your fireball?
Think I'll launch it. Let's see. I was right there, work. 15, 15. Yeah, I'll launch it right here. It's a 20-foot sphere. I can catch all 4 of them.
Alrighty. That's dex saves for all of them. You can roll your damage for so long.
It's 24 points of fire damage.
Whew. Ouch. Okay. So while you launch your fireball, Flennu will take his shot. Okay, he hits. He hits. That's good. But not lack of damage. So 24, you said.
Yep.
All right. You see, the one as your fireball enters the temple and explodes. Already, you can see 2 of them just blast into pieces as the flames sort of engulf them. The other 2 are more agile and were able to avoid most of the force. However, Flennual, 24, 12. Okay, he did enough. Was able to snipe the one closest to the door. He takes a shot and just blows its head off. Now, we start a new round. Roll initiative, everyone.
Nice. 3.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? Another natural one for initiative?
Oof.
What is
Call it, I'm
this?
not being a fucking furry.
Can Small
21
Bean
for
just,
me.
just like perch on one of these
Words.
things?
Yeah, yeah, they're like, what are they? Yeah, they're statues sort of sitting on separate thrones. So Small Bean can just jump up and lie in one of their laps.
Yeah, and just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Don't leave them out here in case the other things come back.
Yeah. Fuck. Hmm. This is why we
Oh.
need a bag of holding.
So you can suffocate your cat. Okay.
Well, I think they can last for 1 minute. Most combats are done in before 10 rounds are over, you know?
I think it's 10 minutes for one creature.
Just put a cat in there, give it some air, like a potion of breathing.
Hmm.
And by the way, I have a 21.
Yeah, I'm just sorting everything.
Okay, she's just gonna pop it in her backpack. He's just going in her backpack.
Tyron, what was your
3.
Alright, top of the round. Spilo, what would you like to do?
Oh lord, I'm first.
All
All
yours.
right. Kind of run out of spells. I think I'm gonna draw my rapier, and I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna rush in. No, yeah. I'm just gonna
Alright.
run in, and I'm gonna hold my action for if one of these guys charge at me. I'm gonna stab him in the chest.
Alrighty.
Hopefully.
We move on to Cola. What would you like to do? Alright. How many
Kill
times
it.
can you grow large a day? 3 times a day. Okay, this is your third and final time. Oh shit, okay. So, improvised weapon, that's just a d20 plus your modifier, yes? Okay, go ahead, roll the hit. Yeah, and you put your hands through the pillar trying to grab the corpse. You are able to get it, but trying to pull the corpse back, you find that it gets stuck on the pillar and you get frustrated with yourself. You eventually pull hard and it just breaks the corpse to pieces. All you're left with is one of the spiked arms. You try and throw it like a spear, but it's very out of balance and is not fit for a god like you. Anything else? Alrighty. Flenue. Sounds French. Kind of. Yeah, he's going to. What's there? Okay, he can reach. The pillars are blocking his view. Yeah, he's going to use his action to dash. Sort of get there one foot in the water, other staring down the hall. And just reloads his gun. We move on to the Victorian. She, seeing or hearing your interruption, will turn around. You can see the sort of finely dressed doll. It's some of the fabric of clothing just starts to rise up, forming what looks to be cloth-like wing. It sort of hovers about 15 feet in the air with a fairly large bow. She is going to take a shot right at you, Cola, because you're a big target. Does a 21 hit? Alright. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, you just save. Alright. You see this Victorian sort of laugh as she pulls back and quickly lets loose an arrow as it gets you right in the chest. It does about 15 points of piercing damage, and you only take, I believe, half poison. Uh, no. Alrighty. You don't take any poison damage. And with that, she will fly to the side of the room. Moving on to the runners. All of them will run up. Ooh, can get nice and close. Spieler, you can roll me a hit so long.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oof. Alrighty. Yeah, Curly, you're getting surrounded from all sides. As Spieler, you see this one specifically gunning for you. You try and stab it with your rapier as it gets close, but it just dodges to the side and you kind of lose balance a bit, almost tripping over yourself as it's going to take its 2 attacks against you. That's a 15 and a 13 to hit.
Both miss.
Lucky you. I roll shit with my monsters.
I raise my forearm and they both glance off of the barrier tattoos I have on my forearm.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Moving on to Cola. This is for 2 that are attacking you. That is a 20, 22, 21, and a 21 to hit. Okay, and now for the next 2. Yeah, the highest one is a 19. Take it, that's a miss. Alright. So as these creatures surround you pretty much from all sides, 2 of them, the 2 in the front, aren't able to actually do anything to you as you're able to block with your shield, but the other 2 just climb onto you and pretty much trying to dig a hole into your skin as they deal a total of 20 points of piercing damage. All right. With that, we move on to Lily. What would you like to do?
Hmm. She'll come and punch some.
Nice.
Hmm.
You have 45, right?
Yeah. She's a fast bitch. Thanking.
Ah, yes. You have bonus.
Yes.
Yes, your roll.
If the first one kills it, then she'll direct the second one too. Another one.
Yes, those two are enough to obliterate this one.
Nice. I don't think she's gonna use the key point. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Alrighty. Tyron, you're up.
Hmm. You know what? I'm just going to use you for cover. And you get you get 1. No, you get it. 10.
10 HP, nice. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Did I forget about Lambus? I did, shit. My apologies. We'll just let him go now and then he can go again when it's his turn. Sorry, Lambus. Alright, he's gonna run forward. Have a look at his spells. I know there's a decent one here. I meant a decent damage one. Don't think guiding bolt. No. He will, however, use. Yeah. Yeah. He will cast Moonbeam. As from the ceiling comes down a massive light of energy, just pretty much crushing these two runners in front of you. They need to make a Constitution. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, they take significant damage. Alright. With that, top of the round, Spieler, what would you like to do?
Huh. I think I'll go for a quick vicious mockery on this guy closest to me right there.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna tell him, "Your clothes are trash," and he'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and they roll the 16.
And he beats it.
Yeah.
And
You,
nothing happens.
you attempt to hurt this one's feelings, however, you get the impression that these things are quite literally just moving dolls. So they aren't affected by words.
I like to think it was just confident enough in its strip that it just wouldn't get offended.
we can use that as canon.
I attacked the one that was the most confident.
Exactly.
That's the end of my turn.
Cola, what would you like to do? Alrighty. That's step one of destroying. Very nice. Step two of destroying. Yeah. How would you like to destroy this one? Alright. You go ahead, give this doll a bitch slap before stabbing it through the head and tossing it to the side, showing your might and prowess to the rest. Anything else you would like to do? Very nice. Flaneur. Yeah. Flaneur will. Yeah, he will run up behind this pillar and take a nice crack shot at the closest enemy to him. Ooh, very nice, very nice. No, but lacking on the damage side. So he goes ahead, lifts up his musket and fires. You can see a large chunk in this runner's head just fly off, but it's still able to keep fighting. He just grunts to himself and just starts reloading his musket. Now we move to Lambus. He has concentration. He'll move here and cast bonus action. Where is it? Yes. He will cast Healing Word on you, Cola. You get 7 HP. And then he'll make his way to the side here. The Victorian's turn. She... No, that's a bit close. Yeah. Fly up there. And she will take a shot at you, Spieler.
All right.
That's a natural 1. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
She lets loose an arrow. You quickly grab the corpse in front of you and just throw it up. The arrow actually just hitting the corpse and ricocheting through a window. She does not look happy that you did that.
With the miss, I just pat the top part of the tattoo and just kind of acknowledge that for a second.
Cool. Alrighty. Those things turn. They need to make a con save. Because of the moonbeam, I believe. Yes, they need to make a con save. And they still take horrible damage. Oof. Yeah. So Cola, before you see the one on the right sort of burn up in flames as the moonbeam just keeps cracking down on it, and eventually it can't take anymore. However, the other one is barely hanging on as it goes for 2 more attacks against you. That's an 18 and 20. And that's 8 piercing. As with its predictably final moments, goes for 1 or 2 jabs. You're able to deflect the first one, but the second one does get you in your shoulder. You take 8 points of piercing. The other one will go for you, Lily. That is 1, 2, 19 and 12 to hit.
19 is her AC, so it just hits.
Oh, okay. That, yeah. Yeah, this one's going for Lily. Much like Cola, this one goes for 2 attacks. The first one you're able to actually use the pillar to your advantage as it kind of stabs the pillar, but it quickly goes for the second one and you don't realize it in time, and it does get you in your shoulder, dealing 5 points of piercing. It is? So you completely negate the damage. Huh. Okay. Correction, by the saving grace of Cola, the second hit is thwarted by him using his shield. As you can see, his massive or giant arm just sticking in front of you, and you can see the sort of spike stabbing through the shield, barely touching your nose. Alright.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
With that, we move to you, Lily. What would you like to do?
Punch that one.
Punch, punch, punch.
Let's go. Is it still flanking?
No, not right now, no.
There we go.
Now you've got flank.
She's big brain when it comes to flanking. That's it. Well, when it comes to fighting.
Alrighty. Yeah, both hit. It's looking very, very, very bad.
Nice. That's a 10.
Alrighty. Tyron, you're up. Huh.
I'm just thinking, should I?
I mean, she hasn't been touched once, so.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball. And I will provoke attack of opportunity from these two.
Yep, they will both attack you. That's a natural 1 and a 22.
The natural 1 hits, the 22 doesn't.
Oh, goddamn! I gotta subtract dice from my damage. Damn it! That's
What's
5
that?
points of piercing as you run past.
Right, and let's see. How much can I fuck you up? Does an 18 hit?
Remember this Victorian is 15 feet in the air. So can you reach her?
Hmm.
I mean, how tall are you?
Well, I'm like 6 foot.
And I'm correct in saying that your sword has a 10-foot reach?
Nope.
Ah, I'm sorry you're shy.
Well, fortunately, I do have a halberd.
That you do.
Alright. For this instead. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, 22 does.
Lovely. So I'll make that as smite. So it's 10 slashing. Yeah, 10 slashing, 11 radiant, and the other attack 18 hits.
An 18, let me just. Does not hit.
Alright, so just 21 points then.
Alright. You dash up to the flying Victorian. You take a second. Nah, sword's not gonna reach. And pull out your massive halberd. With that, you are able to actually sort of chop off a foot of hers. Pretty much allowing the fire and divine energy. Oh no, you don't use smite on this one, right?
I did smite.
Okay. Allowing the divine energy to radiate over her body and just causing a decent amount of damage.
If she counts as undead, then that's actually an actual 1d8.
Let me just double check. Nope.
Darn.
Yeah, it's a construct.
Oh, that's my turn.
Alright. Spila, what would you like to do?
I'm going to walk right there, and I'm gonna try and stab that guy with my
Alright.
rapier. I doubt it's gonna work, because yeah, that's a 12.
Yeah, a 12 does not hit.
All right, and then I'll use my last bardic inspiration, and I'll inspire Lily this time.
Ooh,
And
thank
I'll just yell to her, bob and weave, bob and weave.
you.
And
Very
that's my
nice.
turn.
Yeah. You are reminded why you like to study magic, as physical fighting isn't your forte. And these things are just way too fast. So you go ahead, try and stab it, but it just dodges out of the way. So to make up for your miss, you encourage your friend next to you.
And look back at the dog. Come on, man, just stay still. I'm trying to look cool here.
Alright. Next up, Cola. Oh gosh. His ideas are way too advanced for mine. Ah, okay. Yep, 21 hits. You only need the first attack to kill it. But the second one will still hit because of the 18. Yep, pretty much. As with one swing, you're able to chop one of the dolls clean in two. With the other, you're able to just actually use the hilt to kind of crush it down with the moonbeam. And so yeah, you've killed two with two swings. Nicely done. Anything else? Alrighty. We move on to Flenier. Okay, yes, he can reach. So he will take his firing position and shoot the Victorian. Yeah. He does hit. Not bad damage. He goes ahead, raises his musket a little bit higher, fires, and you can see the Victorian visibly move back a bit with the force of the shot. She kind of looks down, and you can all see about a 3 centimeter in diameter hole in her chest. Looks at Flaneur very, very pissed. He just shrugs and reloads his weapon. Lambus will move his moonbeam over the Victorian so that you are safe, Tyron. So she needs, and it's only at the start of her turn. Enters the spell. Okay, yes, she needs to make a con save. Alrighty. So with the moonbeam, she does struggle against it, but she's still looking pretty good to fight. Lambus doesn't have any ranged attacks. Oh no, he has a crossbow. He will fire his crossbow at her. Yeah, that does not hit. And he'll move there. Victorian, she needs to make a con. She starts in the fucking thing. 13. Alrighty. She is most definitely gonna fly out of there. Pretty much dive bomb into Flania. She whips out a very unique looking sword as it appears to have a flaming aspect about it. She goes ahead. Ooh, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay. So, with an impressive speed, she dives bomb towards Flania and pulls out a sword, slicing him 3 times, dealing a total of 39 points of slashing damage. And that will be her turn. I see there's no runners left. So Lily, what would you like to do?
Yeah, she is gonna go punch the suit
Alrighty, go ahead.
with advantage, because battle tactics.
Oh yes. Alright. The
And a key point.
okay.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit!
Ooh.
So that's
Ooh.
where those nat ones for initiative come in.
Oh. Ow. Alright, well
Although the damage for the second one is kind of sad.
the 17 doesn't hit, but your last 3 do. And I can't, her special ability won't even allow her to save herself from any of those. So, yeah, let me just total that up. That
40.
40.
30,
40. 40.
40.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, yeah, she is looking bad. As you run up, you hit once and you feel a very hard exoskeleton, making you realize you're gonna have to just hit harder. And so you do with your next 3 attacks, and each one leaving a massive indent in her exoskeleton. Yeah, she's looking very bad.
Nice. And that'll be a 10.
Tyron, what would you like to do?
Tyron is going to walk up and slash.
Alrighty.
Does flanking apply here?
No, not
No.
in this case.
27 to hit.
That hits. Why do you even ask?
I asked before I rolled, but then
Oh, okay. Alright.
and a smite, because of course.
Yeah, just the insurance.
Yes. So total of 24 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
After it's sort of like wretched after Lily's attacks, Tyron just casually walks along, looks at it, just battered and bruised, and puts it out of its misery with one fell swoop.
Alright. With one fell swoop, you are able to pretty much break through the exoskeleton entirely and cut cleanly through. It's plastered on smile, now giving a different meaning as it just falls to the ground. It is completely lifeless. And with that, we leave combat.
So, I have a hypothesis. I'm quite worried to find the real answer of. Could I make a check? Some kind of check to see if these runners are reincarnated or reanimated bodies?
I will amuse your idea and say you can make me an investigation.
Right. 17.
Alright. Having a closer look at the runners, it's not. You don't get the sense that they are reincarnated, as they are quite literally wood. So, no, you don't get the feeling that these are corpses made into dolls.
Okay. Well, with magic, I just couldn't be sure.
Yeah. All right.
Well, seems like there were no civilians here. Are there any doors up here?
There are 2 doors. There's
Oh, okay.
one there and one there.
I thought it would be hidden or something, but
No, no, no.
battle may not be over.
Can Lily use an action? Well, are we out of combat at the moment?
You are out of combat.
Okay, she's gonna use her scaly belt. Can't remember what it actually is, but I just changed everything in her inventory to what she'd call it. Nah, bro, it's the scaly belt. And she's. I mean, what is even wooden stringy thingy? I think that's an instrument. But essentially, she's gonna regain some martial arts die with. I said, and it's a d6 for a couple of levels. Okay, she gets 4 key points back.
All right. Not bad.
Yeah. And then we're gonna move on. But yeah, that's it. That's what Scaly Belt does.
Okay.
Cool.
So you're all making your way deeper into the temple?
Yep. What the fuck?
Hmm?
Sorry, I think I saw something I shouldn't have.
Shush. You didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything.
Nothing you saw.
There was absolutely nothing that I saw.
Good.
I'm gonna check around the altar where she was originally standing before we walked in.
Guess we'll check
Alrighty.
the other.
What are you looking
That's-
for?
I'm trying to look around and see like what she was trying to figure out what she was doing. Was she making these things? Was she, I don't know, knitting? I don't know. Trying to
Okay,
figure out what she was doing.
make me an investigation.
That's ass. 7.
Okay. The idea of her making dolls is shot out the window as there is no sort of building material or anything of the sorts nearby. However, it looks like the temple or the statue before you had writing, but now majority of it has been scratched away.
I'll shout that out to everyone else in here. That the writing's been scratched off.
Alright. Tyron, you're just gonna try and give the door a push.
I'll do the same as last time. Quick knock, and if nothing responds, then I'll try to open it.
Alright. You give a small knock on the door. You put your ear to it and you can't hear anything on the other side.
Well, trying to open it.
Make me a strength check. By now, Cola, your giant's might would have worn off. We should
6. Nat 1.
Yeah, you go ahead. Thinking you're all tough and that. Put one hand against the door. It doesn't budge. You put both and try and give a push. Still doesn't budge. You give it a kick. Doesn't budge. It just won't move for you.
Can I try punch through it?
You can certainly try. I'm gonna, yeah. Yeah, that is enough. You step forth to the door, prepping your body mentally and physically before suddenly punching the door, leaving a clear hole where your hand was.
See? Violence is always the answer.
Taryn barely thinks about maybe you shouldn't destroy religious property, I guess, but I guess we're in a strange situation.
That's roughly what you can see inside.
Okay. Well, there's another side of this wall.
Can you unlock the door?
Can she?
There isn't
Sh-
really a lock, it's quite literally a stone
No.
used as a door. Its locking mechanism is its weight.
No,
Well,
great.
someone could probably pull it apart. I'm not strong enough for that, but someone probably could.
We could just help each other.
I will say Flynn, you will try and help. So, Lily, if you're gonna try and pull the door apart, make me a athletics check.
Yeah, after that, she'll step back and see if someone else can do it instead.
Alright.
Alright.
Athletics, please.
No, 12.
Okay,
Rolled
with
a 4.
yeah, I'll say with the combined might of you and Flanell, you are both able to tear apart the door and reel a little bit more into this part of the temple.
Nice.
We knocked all wall down. Or door.
Yeah, it's completely down. Well, you've broken down a hole big enough for all of you to fit.
Nice.
Alright.
Violence.
You and your violence. What kind of example are you setting for your cat?
Thing is that she's also very charismatic, so she can convince everyone else that violence is the answer, you know?
Fair enough.
Well, she does believe that violence is the answer, so it wouldn't even be a lie.
Okay. Hold on. So, you all make your way further into the temple. Tyron, as you turn the corner, you do see a foot kind of dash out of sight in the top part of the temple. But with its quick, you couldn't really tell what it was.
Who's there?
Turning the corner again, you see
Oh,
a well-dressed man with 3 children, all looking pretty terrified.
Did you kidnap these children?
What? No! No, we were all hiding here.
Lily, can you go outside and check that the big monsters that were here before haven't come back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You guys are gonna be fine. Come on, let's go.
Oh, thank you, sir. Come on, kids. They will follow you. You heading straight back to the palace, right?
Yeah, but if one of the other safe spots the king mentioned is closer, then I think it'd be probably best to go there. But if it is just the palace, then yeah, the palace.
Yeah, let me just have a look. No. The Black Temple is sort of out of the way of everything else. Alright. So, with the rescue of 3 children and 1 man, you all cautiously make your way back to the temple. As you know, the civilians aren't as agile as adventurers. And so you decide to take the sneaky approach. I'm gonna ask you all to make me stealth checks, please.
No. At least I can't do any worse. You know what? I did do worse.
Natural 1 for me.
Not a natural one, but I still got a 1.
Okay.
Ah,
2
bringing up the
natural
rear.
ones.
If I
One-
could say, Tyron may actually opt to divert a little, keep some distance so that he's not exactly sneaky. He wouldn't try.
If it helps, my total was a 3.
Mine was a
Dude,
10.
mine was the other way around. Cool.
Yes. Okay, yeah, if you want to divert, just let me know.
Yeah.
You know what?
I-
Because of that terrible roll, sure, she'll go with Tyrant.
You'll stay with your buddy.
Yeah, my best friend in the whole world.
Tyron
Those are
fully
the
expects
make good meat shields.
fully expects not completely blowing out cover, so pull a Sun Tzu and redirect them.
Alright. The only ones really being quiet is Lambus, Cola, and Flanu, so they will take the civilians as well as Stila. You're going with them.
No, I'll redirect.
Alright. As you 3 redirect, trying to be stealthy, but your power and your armor is just so loud. It's a matter of it's a matter of moments before you start hearing the sort of stabbing of. No, it's not like a. Yeah, sort of the sound that a shovel makes stabbing into the sand.
Wait. Lily says to Tyron that he must just hide and be quiet because she can just literally outrun them. She can distract them and just run circles around them.
Sure. Tyron will literally just stand still in a corner where
She'll
he
give you a
can't
small
see
bean and
anything.
just say to keep her cat safe. She doesn't want him to get motion sickness.
Oh, shame
No,
then.
I'm just chilling. I'm just keeping this cat company.
Alright, Spieler, what you gonna do? Well,
I'll stand there with him.
okay, so you both attempt to stay out of sight as Lily, you're standing out in the open. A moment
Yeah.
goes by and you see quite literally a horde of runners just coming after you. You have a 45, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just faster than them. Alright, so you're running in circles. How big is the circle?
Well, to be fair, she can also use her bonus action to dash.
Yeah, I know, I understand that, but it's like there's a
Um,
horde, so you can't run in circles forever.
well, yeah, she's not gonna run
Probably
in
just
circles.
going
It's gonna
the
be.
other way.
Yeah, she's just gonna, like, lead them through. Just maybe run in a straight. Maybe more of a square than a circle.
Okay,
So she'll be on the roofs and she'll just run in one direction for a while, then just do a sharp turn and run in another direction and do another one and
if you're hopping over buildings and that, I'm gonna ask you to make me an acrobatic.
come on, please. I think out of combat I haven't rolled above a 5 today.
You should
It-
still have Bardic Inspiration because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
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 That you do.
What is it? A D6.
A D8.
Ooh, fancy.
It's better.
I tried.
I'm dead inside.
Well, don't worry, I rolled worse than you.
Thank fuck.
Alright. So you are having trouble with the buildings. It might not be the best of ideas, but you make do. Thankfully, this horde isn't very productive in climbing, so they are slower than you. But you are able to divert their attention away from Tyron and Ispila. You two, you quite literally see Lily take off in the other direction, and then a few seconds later, hundreds of these runners just chasing after her.
Not gonna lie, she doesn't have a plan on what to do after this.
Yeah, I'm concerned for you, but we'll
Same.
see what happens.
I mean, if you can at least outrun them by a little bit, then surely you can just
Well, she can
completely outrun them at some point.
outrun them 5 feet every 6 seconds. So
Yeah, so give it a few minutes of running, and by then, out of sight.
yeah, fair enough. All right, and
I
the
like
other
to just
three.
imagine, just while all that's happening, Tyron and Spieler just sees that at the end of the alley and just, so, what's with the cards? Is that like,
Man, I'm glad we're not fighting all of those. I think we
honestly?
would die.
I mean, yeah.
Is this part where we run to? Do we leave?
Well, the priority is the civilians, and I mean, right now, technically we're safe, so just
If you
give it a
say
bit.
so.
Look, Lily's a cat, and like all cats, they eventually come back to where they started.
Yeah.
She'll be here, and then we can go then. You say that. Well, are you there?
All that Speeder just like staring down the alley, just like watching the hundreds go by, and he's just like thinking, "What the fuck is this?"
You know,
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you're not
think this
from
is
around here.
my
right?
best decision,
It's working.
but it is a decision. It is the type of decision that Lily would make.
Yeah, I have a feeling one of these days you're gonna make a decision which is gonna get you killed.
Well, I hope not. Lily is so fun to play. It's like contrasting to my usual characters.
Well, don't worry. So far, your ideas are strangely working.
Yeah, like confronting powerful people and being like, "Look, man, you gotta go."
Yeah.
Mm,
All right.
big brain.
So the other three do make it to the palace with relative ease, seeing on how majority of the attention is all on one cat, bobbing and weaving between buildings and alleyways. Tyron, Spiller, you eventually gonna go to the palace as well, right?
I'd wait for Lily first.
All right.
That's where we left, so I assume that's where we'd meet.
Yeah, I'll wait with them.
Okay. Lily, I'm just gonna ask you to make me an athletics check.
Oh no, why in athletics?
Just trust me on this one.
Uh-oh.
And now it's decent. The fuck? Like whenever I'm rolling dexterity with my +9s, it's like, oh, you're gonna get a 2.
Alrighty. So you eventually find your way back to Tyron and Spieler, and you two, in the distance behind Lily, about 200 feet away, you can see the horde.
Oh my god.
Time to go, right?
You know,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna book it.
Yeah, to make things a little interesting, I'm gonna ask all three of you to gain or make me acrobatics.
Oh fuck.
finally.
Ah.
Ugh.
Can I
Oh,
can
thank
I
God.
barter for a save instead?
Yeah, you can. I'll say you can do a save because this is a interesting situation.
Oh, thank you. 21.
19.
I would have got a fucking 4 otherwise.
You would
Okay.
have tripped and then just like I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
Then. All right.
Yes.
Would have been trampled to death. Like it's Black Friday.
Yeah. All right. All three of you, seeing the horde rapidly approaching, think it's time to get out of there. So you run as fast as you can towards the palace. And before long, you do make it with about 50 feet to spare. The guards are kind of rushing you in as they hurriedly close the door. Strangely enough, as soon as they close the door, you hear sort of the battering of all the runners, and about 10 minutes later, it falls silent. You can hear them sort of dissipating and running away, but it seems for now you're safe.
She looks super proud of herself.
I really would have thought they'd climbed. Anyway, here's your cat back. I think it might be a little traumatized, but
How is Small Bean looking?
Being chased by that massive horde, her tail is fluffed up and is pretty much clinging onto Tyron with all of her claws.
She
yeah,
takes
Tyron
him.
isn't even holding her. It's just like he just has his arm out, just completely straight.
Yeah,
It's like an eagle,
Like
eagle
I was gonna
owl,
say like a
clinging
monkey.
on. I imagine he's upside down, just
yeah. All of
um.
Small Bean's fur is standing up straight.
And she'll take him and just put him on her shoulder.
Yeah, he's
Well,
still.
actually, no. She'll just hold him
Alright.
and just stroke him and be like, "It's okay." You know how you talk to your cat? Like, no one talks to their cat like, "Yo, man, it's okay." But you're like, "It's okay." You use the
Yeah.
cat voice, and you're like, "It's okay, baby. It's okay." You know, Yeah.
I know.
the cat voice. Yeah.
Alrighty. And with that, I think we'll end the session there.
Us.
Oh.
Yeah, that
You
was
know-
a interesting one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.